Oh, hi. Sorry, you've caught me at a bad time. I've got to get the kids' lunches ready and be out of here by 8. I'll be with you in a minute, Emma. Just get on with your teeth, will you? Jack, help her. Leave that thing alone. They're my two. Emma and Jack. It's worse than a circus getting them two ready in the morning. Of course, it used to not be like this. Not when I wasn't working. But I've got a job now, see? Jack, she's eating the toothpaste. Well, stop her! Sorry about that. I was saying, wasn't I? I've got a job now. I didn't think there was any way I could work. I mean, it stands to reason. Paying for childcare and then paying for Jack to be looked after when school's finished. I didn't have the money. But then my friend Ruth, she lives on the floor below and she's a single mum. She told me about working tax credits and child tax credits. That's money the government gives you if you're on a low income. But the bit that interested me was something called the childcare element. This is an allowance to help with childcare if you're a working parent. No! Sorry about that. You know what it's like. Anyway, I phoned the local Families Information Service. Ruth had got their number off a leaflet and they were really helpful. I found out that if you're a parent and you're working a minimum of 16 hours a week and you're over 16, you're entitled to help with approved childcare facilities. It doesn't matter if you're a single parent or a couple. And there's lots to choose from. It could be a children's centre, a childminder or a nursery, a play scheme or a club. So you can get help with your childcare and return to work. But the important thing is, the childcare's got to be approved to get the tax credits. Look, I must go. I'll tell you more in a minute. Mom! Emma, you can't get your arm down there if you're holding your lunchbox. Help her, Jack. Again. I was telling you about working tax credits, wasn't I? You see, I chose this nursery for Emma because it's actually in my neighbourhood. It's so convenient. And Jack, he's in an after-school club till I pick him up at 5. Loves it. Gets his homework done there so he can chill when he gets home. But remember what I was saying. The childcare has got to be approved and registered, whether it's a nursery like this one, or a childminder, or an after-school club. You can't use a friend or a relative like your mum or auntie. Not unless they are approved and providing care outside of your own home. So ask your childcare provider if they're registered, or you can simply ask at the local Families Information Service and they can give you a list. Look, I've got to go. I'm a working mum now, you know. Hello, Sheila. How's the cold? Know how you feel. It's good coming back to work. When I was home by myself all day, it felt a bit like the world was closing in on me, but I couldn't see a way out. These working tax credits have changed it all. Do you know you can get a large percentage of childcare costs paid for, depending on your household income? Not bad, eh? And do you know, I even get 15 hours of completely free nursery education for Emma. It's available to any child who is 3 or 4. That's 15 hours free and a large percentage paid for. OK, so it's not all perfect. Nothing is. Like when you saw me this morning getting the kids' lunch. But it's given me the choice, and that's what I like. I can choose to work, and I know my kids are being looked after by properly approved carers. I think that's great. And it's not just for little kids. Pete over there, he's struggling a bit to keep his boy Harry at high school. So he's using child tax credits to help with the extra costs. Oh, I've got to go now. We get half an hour staff training each day, with coffee and biscuits thrown in. Why don't you find out about working tax credits and support for childcare? It's changed my life, and I'm sure it could change yours too. Bye now.
work or are thinking of returning to work, there is support available to help you with childcare. Through the government's Working Tax Credit scheme, you can currently obtain up to 80% of £175 per week for one child or £300 for 2 or more children. To qualify, you must be 16 or over and be in work for 16 hours or more a week. You can opt for different types of childcare, such as a children's centre, a childminder, nursery, preschool, play scheme or after-school club. It's essential that your childcare provider is approved and registered. You can't receive benefits if care is being provided by a friend or relative. To find out more about working tax credits and childcare support, call Southend-on-Sea Family Information Service on 01702 392 468 or call the Tax Credit Helpline 0845 300 3900. Remember, it's your life and it's your choice.